Welcome everyone to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio, as we have some Week 17 football, the final regular season games of this season as the 7-8 Miami Dolphins take on the 9-6 Cleveland Browns. The Dolphins are playing for a lot today, as with a win they have a chance to make the playoffs. The Dolphins do need a lot though. They need, obviously, to win. They also need a New York Jets loss. They are playing the New England Patriots in Foxborough today. As you can see, those are the standings. The Browns are also playing for something, but let's get back to the Dolphins. The Jets played the Patriots at one of the 1 o'clock games. This is a 4 o'clock game. And Dolphins head coach Chris Peterson says he will not reveal the result of the Jets game to any of his players because he wants them to try hard regardless of if they have a chance to make the playoffs or not. Meanwhile, the Cleveland Browns are 9-6, fighting for a chance to potentially win their division. First down for Miami, Kenyon Drake in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff for Drake. Drake has a couple blocks. Kenyon Drake, he's going to juke out the defender on the very first play from scrimmage. Kenyon Drake gains 27. Very good start for the Dolphins. Very nice start for Miami Dolphins. It's first down and 10 at the 41. Tannehill and Drake in the backfield. As Ryan Tannehill, he's under pressure and he's going to be sacked. It's Emmanuel Ogbah, the Oklahoma State Cowboy, the fifth-year man out of Oklahoma State, a second-round pick back in 2016. Here comes Greg the Leg Zuerlein on to attempt a 53-yard field goal. Zuerlein has been very solid this year, but he missed an extra point last week, and the Dolphins lost by 1. As the kick is up, and it just has the distance, and the Miami Dolphins are on the board. It is second down and 9 at the 26 for the Cleveland Browns. Carlos Hyde, the Ohio State Buckeye, in the backfield. As Baker Mayfield under pressure. He's going to be sacked by another former Ohio Buckeye. It's Raekwon McMillan, who has been excellent this season for the Dolphins, making the play. They're down in 15 after the sack. Let's see what Cleveland can do as Baker Mayfield looking to pass it. Mayfield has time. He's going to scramble a little bit, and he's going to find his man. It's Corey Coleman, who will gain 22. Second and inches at the 48-yard line for the Cleveland Browns. Let's see what they can do here. Hyde in the backfield, 2 tight end set. As it's going to be a fake handoff. Baker Mayfield on the pass. He's going to find David Njoku. 2 Dolphins defenders run into each other. And David Njoku will take it to the house. Touchdown, Cleveland Browns. On the David Njoku touchdown, it was Raekwon McMillan who ran into Rashad Jones, obviously leading into the big play as Tannehill looking to pass it. No time to throw it. And he's going to be sacked by Bartram. It's now third down and 17 after the sack. 4:36 left here in quarter number 1. Tannehill fakes the handoff. Ryan Tannehill under pressure. He avoids the sack. Tannehill sees an open man. It's Mike Gesicki. And he could have gotten the first down, but he only gained 5. The Cincinnati Bengals have a 7-0 lead over the Indianapolis Colts. If the Bengals win that game, they will win the AFC North. If not, then the Browns will have a chance to win that division. So, as I mentioned earlier, the Browns are playing for something today. As Carlos Hyde, he broke about 7 tackles on that play, and eventually brought down by the former Cleveland Brown, Jabril Peppers. They're down in 12 at the 38. Let's see if the Browns can convert here. 58 seconds left in the quarter. Baker Mayfield has an open man down the field. It's Corey Coleman. There were 3 Dolphins players around Corey Coleman, but there was no one directly on him. Very nice pass from Mayfield. Randy Bullock, a.k.a. Fat Randy, was able to get the Browns a field goal. It's now 10-3 as we are now in the second quarter. First down at the 25. Tannehill under pressure. He's going to be sacked again by Emmanuel Ogbah. The Browns offense gets the football right back, mainly in help from the sack by Ogbah on the Dolphins drive. As on first down, Mayfield will fake the handoff. Mayfield under pressure. And it's going to be his former teammate for like 7 games last year. It's Jabril Peppers with the sack. After the nice play by Jabril Peppers, it is second down and 19. Mayfield looking to pass it under pressure. And it's going to be intercepted by Rashad Jones, the veteran safety. And he's going to bring it to about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins will have the football in the red zone before being tackled by, it looked like, Jarvis Landry and Noah Fant. That was Rashad Jones' 4th interception of the season. He's been playing some really good football the past couple of weeks. Second down and 4. It's going to be a handoff for Kenyon Drake. Drake finds a hole, and Kenyon Drake is going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami Dolphins, and they are likely going to tie up the game. Following the interception, here returns the Cleveland Browns offense. It's first down, only 1 wide receiver. Bennett, the fullback in motion. Carlos Hyde gets the handoff. Hyde still on his feet. Excellent run before being brought down by McMillan and Minka Fitzpatrick. The Browns have it at the 10-yard line now. It's 2nd down and 8. Baker Mayfield looking to pass it. Mayfield finds Josh Gordon, and Gordon breaking tackles, getting in the end zone, and 420 blaze it for a Cleveland Brown touchdown, and they regain the lead. We are nearing the 2-minute warning. Browns up by 7. Dolphins have it close to midfield as Tannehill on 1st down looking to pass it. Tannehill scrambling like he's late on a date. Tannehill, he's going to try to dump it off, but it's too late. He's going to be sacked by Larry Ogunjobi. I have some bad news for the Cleveland Browns as Cincinnati is up 20-0. Pretty good chance if the Bengals do end up winning the division, but the Browns have not clinched the playoffs, so they are still playing for a playoff spot. It's going to be Devontae Parker on 3rd down and 16. He brings it to the 34. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line for the Dolphins. It looks like the Browns are sending a blitz, or maybe they're not. I thought the safeties were going to come up blitzing, as it's going to be the rookie from Buffalo, Anthony Johnson, the favorite for AFC Offensive Rookie of the Year. He brings it to the 8-yard line. It is 3rd and goal at the 8. Tannehill and Drake in the backfield. Ryan Tannehill. He's going to look to pass it. Tannehill, tough pass, and it's intercepted by Emmanuel Ogbah. The Dolphins have been turning it over in the red zone way too much this season, as Ogbah continuing his amazing performance. He has 2 sacks, and now he has an interception. The Cleveland Browns have 2 timeouts and 54 seconds to extend their lead, and not to mention they start the second half with the football, as Mayfield heaving one deep down the field. He finds David Njoku, who has been phenomenal today, and Njoku brings it to the 7. David Njoku has been a man on a mission today for the Browns. 6 catches, 147 yards, and a touchdown, as Mayfield has no time to pass it. He's going to be sacked by Browns. Kicked to field goals. It's now 20-10. 1 second left in the first half. This is it. As Tannehill, he's under pressure. He's going to scramble. Tannehill sacked by Emmanuel Ogbah, his 3rd sack of the game. That's how the first half, and actually his 4th sack of the game. Holy cow. And remember, he had that big interception in the red zone. That's how the first half ends. Cleveland Browns up top. 20. Looking around the league, the Houston Texans, who are 13-2, have a slight lead over the Buffalo Bills, 10-7. Pittsburgh at 5-10, taking on San Fran at 3-11. Neither team playing for much, as the Steelers have a pretty nice 26-7 lead over the 49ers. And checking in Foxborough, the game that matters for the Dolphins, and the Patriots end up beating the Jets 24-14, which means if the Dolphins win this game, I believe they have the tiebreakers over the Jets, which would mean that the Dolphins would win the division. Now that we know the Jets lost, the Dolphins' fate is in their own hands, and it's some unfortunate news for the Dolphins. Ed Oliver will not be returning to this game, which is a huge loss because Oliver creates double teams, which is beneficial for players like Charles Harris and Raekwon McMillan. As on 1st down, Ogbah almost got another sack, but instead it's Jamie Collins who makes the play. If the Browns are smart with the football, then they should win this game. As it's 3rd down and 2, Hyde in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff for Carlos Hyde. He has a 1st down. Nice blocks. Hyde spins out Minka Fitzpatrick. What a play from Carlos Hyde. And he's going to take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but he loses the football. Are you kidding me? And Marlon Humphrey picks it up in the end zone. That looked like it could have been a touchdown, but the Dolphins forced a fumble, and they will get the ball back. Let's see who forced that. It might have been Minka Fitzpatrick, or no, it was, I think, I think that's Marlon Humphrey who forced it. Yeah, Marlon Humphrey forced it, and then he picked it up. Big play right there for the 3rd-year man out of Alabama. Marlon Humphrey forced and recovered that fumble. That is a huge play for Miami. It's on 2nd down and 1. Tannehill scrambling. Tannehill looking for Anthony Johnson. Johnson, the rookie out of Buffalo, makes the catch. Tries to juke a defender, but he brings it to the 28. It is 2nd down and 21 after a holding penalty by Jawan James in the first year of his 4-year extension he signed last season. And James has not been good this year, as I believe he leads the NFL in sacks. Tannehill, he's going to take a shot down the field for Brashad Perriman, that might be his first catch of the year, and an awfully big one as he brings it to the 1. Last time the Dolphins were inside the 10, they passed it, and it obviously didn't work as they turned it over. They're going to run it here on 2nd and goal, and it doesn't work either as Larry Ogunjobi, the Charlotte 49er, forces a loss of 4, setting up a third down and 5. Big play right here for the Miami Dolphins. They would love to score a touchdown is Tannehill. He's going to look in the back of the end zone for Ricky Seals-Jones, who will get the touchdown, and the Miami Dolphins will make it a 3-point game. Carlos Hyde had a big run on the previous drive, but it was all for nothing as he fumbled it. Let's see if the Browns can improve upon that. Mayfield under pressure. He's going to be sacked by the rookie out of Wisconsin, Sherman Cole. His 5th sack on the year. Sack right there by Coles. It's 2nd down and 18. Mayfield and Chug once again, Hyde in the backfield, as it's going to be a short pass for David Njoku. Quiet second half so far as Njoku breaks a couple tackles. David Njoku will take it all the way to the house. Marlon Humphrey can't quite force a goal line fumble this time. Njoku, who has been absolutely dominating today with his 2nd score of the afternoon. 4th down and 20 as the 4th quarter is now underway. Dolphins down by 10. As here's the punt. Oh, wait, it's a fake. Matt Hawk looking for Jabril Peppers, who makes an incredible grab. Last time the Dolphins went for a fake punt, Peppers dropped it, but this time he holds on to the football, and the Dolphins will get a first down. The Dolphins have new life after the fake punt. Let's see if they can take advantage. Now at the 40-yard line, Tannehill looking to pass it. Tannehill looking deep down the field for Ricky Seals-Jones, who holds it in for his 2nd touchdown of the game. The Browns are in the driver's seat, but it's 3rd down and 1. Can they convert, or will the Fins get a stop? Mayfield has time. He finds Njoku, who breaks more tackles. Njoku still on his feet. David Njoku will not be tackled and is eventually brought down. The Browns have it at the 20 here on 2nd down and 1. Carlos Hyde, of course, in the backfield. This is going to be a 3-wide set. Njoku actually also lined out as a wide out, so it's going to be 4-receiver set. As Njoku with a spin move, but he loses the football, and the Miami Dolphins will recover a huge turnover as Njoku was getting a little bit cocky on that play. The Dolphins season will likely come down to this drive. 3rd down and 5 at the 14-yard line. 3:15 to go. Tannehill scrambling. He's going to be sacked, and he didn't get sacked. He actually was incomplete. Or no, that is a sack. That's Jamie Collins. It looked incomplete. I couldn't really tell, but Tannehill was trying to get it to Anthony Johnson, who was going to be open, but Jamie Collins with a huge play, setting up 4th down and 11 at the 8-yard line. But the Dolphins decided to punt the football. They're putting their faith in their defense, who has allowed over 500 yards today. But I believe they have 3 turnovers, a pick and 2 fumbles. And both those fumbles were inside the 10-yard line. As Carlos Hyde, big play right there by Willie Hayes, setting up a pivotal 3rd down and 4 for both. If the Browns get this, they can chew some clock and run the ball. And Carlos Hyde is perfect in that situation. But they obviously need to get it. As on 3rd down and 4, Marlon Humphrey with the deflection. Josh Gordon, the intended target. And the Dolphins have another chance to drive down the field. Field goal ties it. Touchdown takes the lead. Let's see what Miami can do. Is on 2nd down and 3. Tannehill can't find anyone open. Tannehill, he's going to be intercepted by Demarius Randall. Tannehill couldn't find anyone open, and instead of throwing it away, he forced it, and now a 1st down for Cleveland will win them this game. As Ryan Tannehill with a pivotal interception. That was all his fault. I don't know what he was doing. And that is a huge play by Randall, the former Green Bay Packer. They're down in 10. Dolphins have 1 timeout. A 1st down for Cleveland wins them this game and sends them to the playoffs for the first time since 2002. And Carlos Hyde does not get it. The question is, do the Browns go for the field goal or do they go for the punt? Very interesting scenario. Will go for the field goal, which I think is the right call. It is risky, but I think Fat Randy has the leg to make it and make this game 24-30. Kick is up. Doesn't have the distance at all. And it's no good. Touchdown likely takes the lead. Or likely gives them a win. It obviously takes them the lead. And field goal ties it. Is on 3rd down. Screen for Kenyon Drake. And he's wrapped up. And Drake's actually injured on the play, which is actually kind of good for the Dolphins as the clock stops with a minute to go, setting up 4th and 6. If the Dolphins don't get it, it's season over, and if they do get it, the Dolphins need to get to about the 43-yard line. 4th and 6 at the 49. This is it. Tannehill looking to pass it. He's under pressure. Tannehill scrambling, looking for Devontae Parker, who makes the catch. Parker gets it into the red zone. Malik is out for the game, which means it'll be Malik Bostic at running back. 51 seconds to go. Bostic gets the handoff. Bostic breaks tackles. Bostic still on his feet. Touchdown, Dolphins. They take the lead. Are you kidding me? Malik Bostic, the rookie out of Westlake, with a big touchdown. 40 seconds left to go for the Browns. Field goal does nothing. Touchdown wins it. They do have all 3 timeouts. It's on first down. It'll be David Njoku. Gets hit hard by Rashad Jones. The Cleveland Browns are going to go for the Hail Mary here. They still have 12 seconds and 2 timeouts. So I don't really get the idea of going deep already. As Mayfield for the end zone. It's intercepted by Xavier Howard. And the Miami Dolphins will win this game. And they might clinch the AFC East by doing 1 second left to go in the season. Ryan Tannehill will take the knee. And the Miami Dolphins win this game. They improve to 8-8. The New York Jets are also 8-8. The Dolphins and the Jets split the season series. So I'm not sure how the tiebreaker goes. It says the Jets did not clinch the division or playoff spot, which makes me think that I think the Dolphins will make the playoffs because of that. But let's find out. Do they make it? And do the Browns make it too? The Browns are 9-7. They haven't clinched. And this was a game that the Browns had in their hands, but they choked it at the end. Just a little update on Bryce Love. Of course, he has been protesting, if you do not already know. Love still has no plans of playing for the team next season and says he will leave the organization if he is not traded by the end of the NFL draft. Now, the moment of truth. Do the Miami Dolphins make the playoffs, or do the Jets make the playoffs? Let's find out. Regardless if the Fins make it, it's been a great season, 8-8. It has been up and down, and the Miami Dolphins, drum roll please, just drum roll or don't drum roll, the Dolphins don't make the playoffs! What? How does that happen? I don't know, but the Miami Dolphins are not in the playoffs. The New York Jets still win the division, and the Dolphins unfortunately do not make it. I don't know how that happened. Next episode will be the off-season stream. That'll be Saturday or Sunday, depending on the vote. The link will be in the description as well as the comments. We will go through stats, standings, and then obviously the off-season Jazz free agency draft, etc.
Imagination.